Okay, so today we're going to replace the power steering pump on our 1990 Toyota 4Runner. So we've got our power steering pump reservoir, and then down underneath it, right there, is the pump itself, which is connected to this belt and this flywheel here. So to give myself more room to work, I'm going to take out the battery. The leads are held on by a 10mm bolt, so you need a 10mm socket, along with this little front part for the holding bracket, I guess if you want to call it that. And then it's a 12mm for this guy back here. So the size for the nut on the flywheel is a 17mm. There we go. So I used vice grips on the back of the flywheel here to hold it in place because the belt wasn't doing a suitable job. And I used a small breaker bar, like this guy, just down in here, just to crack the tension off the nut after spraying some liquid wrench on there. I'm now gonna want to take the tension off the belt. So there's a little nut right there on this like rail sort of system, and that way you can slide back and forth the whole power steering pump itself in order to loosen off the belt, and then we can shift it this way and get more access. This guy down here is a 14, and you just loosen that guy off. And now you can see this whole thing will shift back and forth, right? There you go. So there's the belt. And then we can take the flywheel off. There we go. So we're gonna have to take this pipe out of this bracket here. So I'm going to use a 10mm to take that guy off. So the first hose we're going to take off is the one that leads up to the reservoir here. It's got this funky pipe clamp thing. It's a 10mm. So we can back that guy off. Okay, so I've got a 17mm crescent wrench I'm going to use to take off this nut here. If I can. Okay, so those two hoses down there need to come off in order to twist off that nut. So I'm just backing off those hose clamps so I can pop them off of that plastic, it looks like plastic bracket there. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to back this nut off here in order to get it off the hose. That is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we're now taking off this
Ooh, look at the liquid going.
nut there. We had one set of vice grips on the backing nut here, a set of vice grips on this hose there, and then we had a 22mm on the end of that bolt, and we managed to pop it off. There's a bolt down here that allows it to slide up and down that track. I'm going to remove that, and there's a 14mm bolt right down here that the whole pump pivots on. So I'm going to undo both of those. Now we should be able to pull and lift the pump out like that. Okay, so here's the two pumps, and like always you want to compare old with the new. So This is actually a rebuilt power steering pump that we purchased. They're significantly cheaper than a brand new one. And as you can see, we're gonna have to transfer some of the hardware from this one over to this one, such as the reservoir and this slide, I guess you wanna call it. The new one comes with replacement gaskets and these copper O-rings. We already removed this front bolt here off the reservoir, and now we're gonna remove the two side ones here.
Don't smoke your fingers.
Still as possible. This thing comes up and off. There we go. So there's the reservoir. Now we need to get off these guys here.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got pictures. So we've got pretty much most of the components cleaned up now, and we're gonna go and put the new hardware on the new pump. On the bottom of the reservoir, there's a little washer, well, a gasket, I guess. So I'm gonna take my little picky tool, and I already compared the sizes. It's pretty stiff and brittle compared to the new one here. So we'll throw that on. That just goes on like that. There's 1, 2, 3 plugs. I'm gonna take off the top plug here. Take your reservoir, throw your gasket on. We went with the smaller gasket. And it slides right in. Then you take your short bolts here, and they go in the sides. Throw it in the front. And now you want to throw on your plate. You grab the two longer 14mm bolts. There you go. And there is your new power steering pump with all the old parts thrown on. We're going to replace a few of the hoses. So these two guys here are pretty old, stiff and brittle. They're just these pipe clamps. You can even just like squeeze them with your finger almost. There he goes. And this guy back here. That guy right there. So we're gonna take this guy to get it replaced. Here's the new line.
Got 2 new hoses. Put them in the original old covering because they didn't have any proper replacement for that. Tried to clean up the little clamps as much as possible, but they're a little bit rusty. Popped them back on.
There you go. Okay, so before you put it in, we got this one plug here on the bottom. That's where the vacuum line goes in. So we got to take that off. And that's where this guy screws in. So make sure your threads are clean. And screw in this guy. Grab your 17mm and tighten her down. Put the pump back in, and it goes in this orientation here. Let's just slide that guy on. There we go. Now you can lower your power steering pump into this bracket here, So you lower it in the spot. So you can slide your bolt in like that. The important hard line comes around here and goes right on this guy here. So we're going to take that plug out and just so we can make the power steering pump more rigid so we can put on the hard line here, we're just going to put this 14mm size bolt back in the adjuster side of it, I guess, if you want to call it that. Next thing we're going to do is attach the hard line back on. So that's this guy right here. So we're going to go like this, put the copper on one side, put the copper on the other side, and then you grab your fancy, I believe this is 22mm bolt here. It's got all these holes in it, and slide her on, and then slide her in the hole. And then you grab your 22mm socket, slide it on, and then start tightening. So before we attach the return line up to the reservoir, we're going to jack the vehicle up and purge the line for the old power steering fluid. Okay, so as my wife turns the wheel, hopefully you can see there'll be a bunch of fluid coming out of this hose right here. So go for it. Just back and forth. Whoa. Okay, so now that we've purged the system of the old fluid, we're going to put the return line back on. So we're just going to slide that on the reservoir right there. Wiggle it up to a spot on the hard part, and then it's a 10mm to tighten it up. And now take the big hose here, and we can mount that back on the reservoir, which is also a 10mm. And I want to make it so that the hose isn't rubbing on the reservoir. I'd rather have the bracket here be the sacrificial part. So it's just not going anywhere. So now we're going to put the flywheel back on. You're going to need this little semicircular metal piece, your flywheel, your nut that goes on there. So you take your semicircular piece there, put it in the slot. So that guy's loose, and that's a 14mm. I'm gonna go down. There we go. So now we can move and adjust that in order to get the belt back on. You can see this belt right here runs on a pulley that's right behind the fan, and then runs down to the pulley sort of at the bottom of the engine, where there's a series of other, like 3 other belts on there. So then it comes back up here to where the flywheel goes on to the power steering pump. So make sure it's over those 2 pulleys back there, and then it comes up over to the pump. So on the flywheel, there's a notch right here. That's what that little semicircular metal piece goes into, and the flywheel is oriented this way. Just like that. And take your belt and loop her back on there like so. But make sure your flywheel is nice and snug on there. And then you can put your nut back on. It's a 17 millimeter. So put the vise on the back just like we did before. Give you some extra gription. Some gription. And then center down because you don't want to move it. In order to adjust the tension on your belt, you can slide the power steering mechanism. This way is to tighten the belt. This way is to loosen it. You want to tip your reservoir towards the engine. And this is all pretty much maxed out here. You grab your 14 millimeter and you come down and tighten up the adjusting bolt here. You want her pretty snug so she doesn't inch off at all. Then you want to come back here with your 14 millimeter and tighten up. So far what we've done now, we've tightened down the bolt on the flywheel, the adjuster bolts, we've adjusted the tension on the belt, so she looks pretty good there. And made sure she's on the right pulleys. Cinch down this bolt here to hold this hose off the reservoir from vibrating. And we've got our pipe clamps down here on our vacuum lines, which correspond up here with these lines here. We put our hard line back on and cinched it up with the 22 millimeter, and we put our return line back to the reservoir. So now that all that is done, now we have to add fluid and purge the system for air. So we're going to bleed the system. So in order to bleed the system, it's kind of the same as purging the system. Top up the reservoir with the ATF fluid and get my wife to run the steering wheel back and forth a bunch of times, and we should see, as the fluid gets pumped through, air bubbles start to come into the reservoir. Okay, so she's kind of close to the top now. You can start turning the wheel, please. And make sure you're turning the wheels all the way to the stops. But you can hear the little bubbles there. Okay, so we've stopped hearing bubbles. So we're just gonna put the cap back on. And now we're gonna put the battery in. So the reservoir is reading on the stick. Throw that back on. So all of our lines should be connected and fine. I didn't see any leaks when we were turning the steering wheel around, so that's a good thing. And we now have our battery reconnected. I haven't secured it yet, just in case we need to pull it out again and adjust something, but I think we should be good to go. Let's flash her up. Now Ashley's gonna turn the wheels